May, I wanted to do a shelf tour before I moved back to San Francisco. My shelf is a mix of DVDs, games, books, and other things. Majority of these things were gifted or thrifted or bought on eBay. Also, I organize everything by color. Let's start with yellow. The games I have on my shelf are games I really like or games I haven't played yet. Here we have Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, a spin-off for 2 women in the previous games. Fallout 3, I haven't played any of the Fallout games yet. Batman vs. Superman, one of the best movies out there. I recommend watching the extended edition. It's long, but it's totally worth it. Here's a crown I used for my Apollo cosplay. I can link the post in the description, but if I forget, just scroll all the way down my Insta feed. It's the first post. Here's The Last of Us. Saw it when it came out, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it because of all the racism, Zionism, transphobia, and homophobia in The Last of Us 2. I don't know if there was anything in the first one because last I saw it was 2013. Yeah, not going to get into a fight about this with anyone because this isn't a game I care for greatly. Shit. The Twilight Saga is here, not because I like them. I just have them because one day I want to watch it for laughs. I've only ever seen these once in 2016, so yeah. And then you've got some of my top movies: Watchmen, the director's cut, directed by Zack Snyder; 8th Grade, directed by Bo Burnham; The Lego Batman, directed by... actually, I don't know; and Mad Max Fury Road, directed by George Miller. The Wolf Among Us is a game I haven't played, but watched on YouTube. It's made by Telltale. It's a 2013 adventure game where you play by choosing dialogue options or actions in a limited amount of time. It's set in the modern world with characters from fables such as the Big Bad Wolf and Snow White, years after their story in those fairy tales have happened to them. I love this game. I totally recommend watching it on YouTube. It's just like a show, to be honest. I might make a gameplay for this. It depends on how well my other gaming videos go because I have to buy some accessories to be able to do it. Princess Mononoke and Castle in the Sky are my favorite Ghibli movies. I used to have more, but I donated them. Witcher 3, I started this game, but it's open world and I hate that kind of gameplay, so I stopped. Poet Artist is the last album by Kim Jong-hyun before his death. He was one of the members in SHINee, my favorite and the only K-pop group I really follow. Here I have this Game of Thrones quote that someone sent me. Got it covering some acrylic and fabric paint. I got Watchmen by Alan Moore. This is a Death Note I bought in like 2012 at my first convention. I haven't actually written in it yet. Haven't come up with a good idea for this journal. I already have a journal for horror and whatnot, so that idea is already taken. Oh yeah, The Poppy War, one of my favorite books, would be here, but it's being borrowed by a friend right now. Pride of the Orange Tree, which I won from a giveaway. Here's one of my Amulet graphic novels. They have really colorful spines, so the series is scattered on my shelf. Racing the Sun by J.R. Coop is my friend's debut novel. And then some Rick Riordan books. The Lego Movie, which is a great movie, and I mean that unironically. The Twilight Saga again, and I'll Give You the Sun. I made this pottery wheel one summer when I was a kid. My local college had classes opened up for kids under 13 or something. I just used it for like paper clips and whatever these are called. Here's a shit ton of USBs. Here is Captain James T. Kirk from Star Trek. I'm not into Funko Pops, but my friend Ashley gave this to me for Christmas in like 2014 or 15. The rest of the figurines were bought this year on eBay. One was Bakugo Katsuki from Boku no Hero Academia. Here's a compass someone gave me. I mainly use it as a prop. Here's a pin I got from the Y'all West Book Convention in LA. Okay, now green. Here's a Superman wooden poster my friend Pau gave me last year. Here's my die for Dungeons & Dragons. They're all green, which wasn't intentional. Another pottery thing I did as a kid. It holds all my earrings. Yes, I know it is very unorganized. Jade City by Fonda Lee, some Rick Riordan books, Fallout 4, which hopefully I will play this year, Rise of the Tomb Raider, some more Riordan, Mexican Gothic gifted to me by my friend Andrea, and Amulet again. Here we have a Monsta X album, The Connect Deja Vu. I won this in a giveaway. This is a photo album of me. It's not really something I want to share though. Yay, red! This is my favorite section, and it's literally why I started organizing everything by color. Bloodborne, which is a hard fucking game, and I can't make any progress, which makes me so sad because it's got such a beautiful horror look. Batman Arkham Knight, which I played recently. Also worst one in the series in my opinion, but I haven't played Origins yet. Shazam, which is such a heartwarming movie. Dishonored is another game I watched on YouTube but didn't play. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Fallout New Vegas. Oh god, how many BioShock games do I fucking have? Okay, so this is a combo of BioShock, Borderlands, and XCOM. I got this for like $3 for Borderlands. Pacific Rim, Red Dead Redemption, Doom Patrol, which I highly recommend. I talk about it all the time. Arkham City, which is a god tier game. Mass Effect 3 and 2. ME2 is the first game I've ever played on the PC, and I hated it, so I never did that again. More Rick. Why is it upside down? And then I have Bleach. This is the only volume I have. I used to have more, but I donated them when I Marie Kondo'd my room. It's my favorite volume because of what happens in it, and this is where I think the series should have ended. It was a perfect ending in my mind. Got Hannibal, the complete series, which I also recommend. This is my art journal. Jade War, which is one of my favorite books. Here's a mini painting I made. Here's my very expensive stack of amiibo cards. And here's a rock. You know how kids are, collecting rocks all the time. Here's my John Cleaver books. This is specifically why I started organizing by color. Here's the first book. Also, no, I don't recommend John. I just think they're fun serial killer books. Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Not Even Bones, which I don't support anymore because the main character is a minor and gets into a relationship with someone in their 20s, and when I asked the author about it, she said it's fine because they don't fuck. So yeah, I still need to unhaul this one. Another pretty John Cleaver book, This Savage Song, which I randomly thrifted, and it was surprisingly good for YA. An Arc of City of Ghosts, The Devil's Only Friend, a John Cleaver book. I Hunt Killers, which is another serial killer book. It's the first book in the Jasper Dent series. Catcher in the Rye, which is one of my favorite classics. Rick Riordan, the other two books in Jasper Dent. If We Were Villains, and The Hate You Give. I don't have that many comics because they're really expensive, but these two are really good. It's Justice League and Harleen, which you might recall is one of my 5-star reads this year. Now onto my blue shelf. It's like blue and turquoise, honestly. Here's thread I have on my shelf, out and ready for whenever I need it for cosplay. Backup glasses, more earrings. I got this bowl when I was in Kenya. I accidentally dropped it. Silly putty from middle school. Always wanted it as a kid, and when I finally got it, I never let it go. I have 3 rings. I bought these all from independent artists at conventions. This one is broken, but it's my favorite, so I'm hoping to fix it. This is the newest one I bought. It has like that thing that makes it change colors. Forgot what it's called. This is a Game of Thrones coin that came with the Game of Thrones playing cards I bought. I just put all my Sharpies like this. And this is a plastic bag that came with some fan merch I bought. I really like the bag, so I kept it and put all my pins in here. The Song of Achilles, Girl Made of Stars, BioShock 2, and BioShock Infinite, which also came with BioShock. Alright, so of course I'm going to talk about BioShock because it's my favorite fucking game. Fun fact, Ken Levine put Booker on the poster looking all buff and cool because he was like, what would frat boys be into? I just want to trick people who didn't play the other BioShocks into playing this one. Hell yeah, look how many awards Infinite won in 2013. I swear, 2013 was such a good year for games. BioShock 2, which I've actually only played once, which really contrasts to the fact that I've played BioShock and Infinite, I think 3 times each, so I'll probably replay this one soon. Here's one of the BioShock books. The others are like concept art and analytical essays on political themes in the games. This cover is one of my favorite official art. I literally put it everywhere. This book takes place before the game, so I bought it for additional world building. And here's the BioShock collection, which is all 3 games in expansion packs. I have Sucker Punch the Extended Cut, another Zack Snyder film. Bought on eBay because eBay is my friend. Here's all the X-Men DVDs with the old cast. I don't know why I don't have this in the cases, I just always had them in this, I guess. And then I have the rest of the X-Men films. X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, X-Men Apocalypse. Not Dark Phoenix because, you know, Wonder Woman, The Dark Knight Rises, and The Dark Knight. No Batman Begins because I absolutely hate that movie. I refuse to see whitewashed Ra's al Ghul on my screen ever again. They both die at the end, more Rick Riordan and Amulet. The Dragon Republic, which is the second book to the Poppy War and is one of my favorites. This is my stack of favorite playing cards. This one is for cult movie classics like The Shining, Seven, and Fight Club. This one is for Greek gods. If y'all remember these decks, then y'all were there when I first started my Insta account. Dragon Age Inquisition is a video game and sold these tarot cards, but since they were exclusives, they were really expensive, so I just bought them in the form of playing cards. Last one is for Egyptian gods. I'd love to make a video showing off my favorite decks, but I think that's kind of boring. This is my Superman Funko from eBay. This is my Batman Funko. The regular sized one was an exclusive from San Diego Comic-Con, I think, so it was really expensive, so I just bought the keychain off eBay and removed the chain. And I have my Man of Steel DVD on display because it's one of my favorite covers. Behind that is Guardians of the Galaxy. No, I do not support James Gunn, but well, this is the only MCU movie I like, so I bought it when it released. Then we got Aquaman, Detective Pikachu, and a Blu-ray for The Dark Knight that has a bunch of like special features and whatnot. Rick Riordan, Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, John Cleaver, and The Black Veins. Here's my brown and black shelf. I have 2 watches. Only one of them works now, but it's fine. I mostly just use them as an accessory. Here's a special Funko of Batman in his armored suit from when he fights Superman in Batman vs. Superman. Here is the most expensive thing I own. I paid $500 for it on eBay. This was a limited release, so yeah, it was being resold at a high price. It's My Chemical Romance's album, Conventional Weapons, which is my favorite album. And then I have Star Trek The Alternate Original Series. It's so annoying that this one isn't Blu-ray, but I bought it off eBay, so you know. More Rick Riordan, my Pacific Rim book, Batman Arkham Asylum, which is a really good game. I only bought Game of Thrones Season 1 through 6 because it's my favorite TV show, and I only liked the 6 seasons. And it's great because this collection has a really great sleeve. It's kind of like a mosaic. It's really pretty. This is another art journal, but it's specifically for quickly sketching ideas and jotting down notes. One of my past students that I tutored gave it to me when they graduated high school. Sherlock from Shiny that I won in a giveaway. Tomb Raider, which is the best out of the 3 games for me. Until Dawn, another one I saw on YouTube and will play eventually. It's a horror game, so maybe I'll record myself playing for y'all. Parasite, Baby Driver, directed by Edgar Wright. This here is a fan-made journal from Gravity Falls I bought on Etsy. I bought it years ago, but only recently started using it. I write down horror-related stuff in it. Here's a jar of change. I actually do put it in rolls and then bring it to the bank. Rick Riordan, Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology. John Cleaver, The Only Good Indians, which I'm buddy reading with my friends May and Andrea. The Adventure Zone, which was kindly given to me by Andrea. This is a corkboard journal. I've ripped out so many pages over the years because I can't decide what I want to use this journal for. I have here Season 1. I got that for like $5 or something at a book convention when I was in San Francisco. More Amulet graphic novels, The First Sister, and Black Sun. Black Sun I read recently. It was one of my anticipated reads for 2020 and I got an ARC for it, but I was disappointed by it. I might make a video and publish it on the release day, but just in case I don't, half of the book was 4 out of 5 stars and the other half was 2 out of 5. This is another thing I bought in Kenya. Kenya is like the key, so you take it out and you can like slide off the lid. I went to Kenya and Tanzania, I think 2 years ago after Christmas and spent 2 weeks there for a medical mission. I went with a local organization. I have no medical experience, so I mainly just worked the front desk and wrote down what people wanted to talk to the doctors about. I learned a bit of Swahili because I worked that desk with the local, but you know, my forgetful brain already forgot it. Here's my record player, and here's my 3DS. I was going to hack it this summer so I could mod Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I got halfway through it, but then I lost motivation. Here's my very large stack of playing cards. A lot of these were from eBay. I don't regret buying them, I just wish people would play cards with me. And here's all my records. I have them in order from when I got them. I'd love to film a video of these because they're really pretty. We have American Beauty and Folie à Deux from Fall Out Boy. Then The Black Parade, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, My Death Never Stop You, and Danger Days from My Chemical Romance. I have an AC/DC one, which don't ask. I Brought You My Bullets, You Brought Me Your Love from My Chemical Romance, Hesitant Alien from Gerard Way, White Noise by Paris, That's the Spirit from Bring Me the Horizon, Too Weird to Live, Too Weird to Die from Panic at the Disco, Infinity on High from Fall Out Boy, and Death of a Bachelor from Panic at the Disco. A lot of these were from, guess, eBay. I would have loved to have Panic's Pretty Odd or Fever You Can't Sweat Out, but the prices on eBay were really high. I don't know if y'all remember me using my records as props for my book pictures when I started my Bookstagram. Records and playing cards as props, yeah. Anyways, I wanted to show you the Black Parade one because it's really pretty. I hope y'all can see it, but the parade is imprinted onto the record and it's so fucking cool and I love it. I love vinyls that mix colors together. I think it's really cool and so much more than just a black record. On top of my shelf, I have a skull jar I got for $1. And this X-Men poster someone gave to me in like 2014, I think. This is a car from Wreck-It Ralph. I got a Sunday when I was on the Disney cruise this year and it came with this. I don't want to throw it out because I'm hoping to find a way to repurpose it for something. I just have the box for the Superman Funko because... I mean, I'm not the type of collector to keep boxes, but I don't know, just in case I need it for something. And this is my wart hat for cosplaying. And then I have a bunch of fake sunflowers that I used for a party and kept because they're pretty. Here is the other shelf. I couldn't fit purple on the other one, so I put it on this shelf. I don't have a lot of pink, so I put it here. This is a mini journal my friend Michaela gave me. I keep track of things in it. This is a We Bear Bears journal I got from Miniso. I haven't used it yet. This is an Asian trans memoir my friend Rami gave me. She's Books and Coffee with Rami on YouTube. Birds of Prey. This is a book I borrowed from a friend. Was supposed to return it, but then COVID happened. Rick Riordan, autobiography, Rick Riordan, Rick Riordan, Rick Riordan. Starfish, one of my favorite books, and the only one of my favorites that's young adult. And then I have the Pokemon DVD. It was given to me by a family friend who was in their 20s when I was still in middle school. It felt like a very mentor giving a mentee something moment. And this is my, I don't know what to call it. I basically write down representation I've seen in media and related to. It's kind of my therapy book, which is a placeholder for actual therapy since the pandemic started. Look how big my microphone is, it still shocks me. Let's look at my lanyard just for funsies. I still have my Disney Cruise ID because I miss it so much. The lanyard is of course We Bear Bears. I'm not that into charms, but I really got into them in 2019. I got 3 motivational Boku no Hero Academia ones at a small convention in San Francisco. Here's a Mad Max Fury Road one I got from one of my favorite artists. I also got a set of Hunter x Hunter charms. This is Kurapika. My PS4 headphones. A Gengar plushie. I painted this at a bonding night at my work last year. I painted Riddler at one side and Harley on the other. Here's another one of the motivational charms. Todoroki saying, "You're on fire and stay cool." And the other 2 from the Hunter x Hunter charm set. Killua and Hisoka. Here's the motivational Bakugo charm. It says, "I'm number 1, but you can be number 2. He's my favorite, obviously. Waited for nighttime to show y'all this, but here's a bat signal that I bought. It's actually quite heavy and sturdy and moves around really well, as it should because this was not cheap. The light's decent enough too, like it's not too faint. Let me show y'all what it looks like in different lightings because it's fun to look at. And just a bonus clip of me opening a package I waited 1.5 months for because my reaction is adorable.